I'm Mikey Pagel.
And I'm Mark Saranic.
Today we'll be covering a range of stories, from the canonization of a saint to a dumpster diving teacher here at KCHS.
Then a behind-the-scenes look into fight choreography and drama.
From the dark to light battles of spirituality, we promise to keep you on the edge of your seat.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Hello and welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the
You are looking live from Knoxville, Tennessee. Hello and welcome to the Irish Media Network.
Hi there, welcome to The First Down, brought to you by the Irish Media Network.
In international news, Pope Francis has approved the canonization of Carlos Acutis. Carlos, who was born in 1999, became interested in Catholicism at a young age. At just 7 years old, he begged his parents to have his first communion. He was also very interested in computers and technology, so he created a website dedicated to documenting church miracles and appearances of the Virgin Mary. As he got older, he dedicated his life to helping the needy, even going as far as using all of his savings to buy a sleeping bag for a homeless man on the street. Carlos tragically passed in October of 2006 at the age of 15 to leukemia. His body is held in Assisi, but surprisingly, his body is still fully intact. This is known as incorruptibility and is considered to be a sign of holiness. In order to become a saint, one must perform two miracles. Carlos' first miracle was in 2013 when a young Brazilian child was healed of a deadly pancreatic disease. He was cured after the boy and his mother prayed to a relic of Carlos. In 2020, Pope Francis declared Carlos blessed, moving him to the next step of sainthood. However, Acutis still needed one more miracle to be eligible for canonization. His second miracle was in May of 2024 when a Costa Rican woman prayed to Carlos for her daughter. She was in an accident resulting in severe head trauma. Her daughter miraculously made a full recovery. In September of 2025, Pope Leo announced that Carlos will be canonized on the 7th of September, and Carlos was canonized in a public service. But as the Church honors a young life shaped by peace and spiritual strength, we are also reminded of a tragedy that has struck another Catholic community. Over to you, Mark.
Thank you, Mikey. A devastating mass shooting has rocked the Minneapolis community on the morning of August 27th during a school-wide mass at Annunciation School. Gunfire suddenly erupted outside of the church. The shooter fired through a window at the school over 150 times with multiple guns and rounds. The guns included an AR-15 shotgun and pistol. The shooter, Robin Westman, was a 23-year-old alumni who graduated from Annunciation School in 2017. The results of the shooting tragically left two students, only 8 and 10 years old, dead. The shooter also injured 17 others, including 14 children and 3 adults. After the damage had been done, the shooter took his own life in the school before police could arrive and arrest him. Angry families all across Minnesota are demanding action upon this tragic event. These families are proposing the ban of all semi-automatic weapons and high-capacity magazines. While we don't know Westman's motive, the community has come together not just to pray, but to also support one another in a trying time. This event serves as a somber reminder of the real-life horrors that impact communities every day. As we shift gears, our next story dives into a kind of fear crafted for the big screen.
Thank you, Mark. Critics are raving about the latest installment to the entertainment world. A movie, but not just any movie, a movie that's said to be cursed. This movie is called The Conjuring Last Strikes. The Conjuring is now a 4-movie franchise that follows the real-life paranormal investigations of world-renowned demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren. The first 3 films are ranked as some of the scariest movies of all time, but something more sinister lurks within the new addition to the franchise. Something that's not yet been heard of. Last Strikes is said to be cursed. The movie premiered on September 5th, and some are very upset with the fact that the franchise hired priests to bless the viewers of these cursed movies. Many fans are asking, did the creators of The Conjuring go too far? While no official statements have been made regarding the alleged curse or the backlash, controversy continues to grow. Some viewers have taken issues not only with the film's content, but also with the producers' handling of the backlash from critics and fans. Are you brave enough to see it, Mark?
No, Mikey, I don't think I am.
Well, I'm not either. Now let us transition from movie magic to stage magic, on to Claire for information of fight choreography.
Have you ever seen punches, kicks, or slaps on stage and wondered if it was real? The short answer is no. But how do we make it look realistic without actually hurting anyone?
Fight choreography is when in a show you have characters engaging in a fight, and so you need to make it look good for the audience without the actors actually fighting each other. The way that you can make it play for the audience is by having like the perspective. So if somebody throws a punch, you can make it so it looks like for the audience it's hitting, but you could have like a foot away from the face, or making sure you have control over your weapon to make sure it doesn't hit as hard as it could while also still looking like it has a rigidity to it. Fight choreography, I took like 4 or 5 years of a class just doing stage combat, and then I have a black belt in martial arts. I took a couple years of fencing, and I've just done theater, fight choreo and stuff like that most of my life. My favorite fight choreo to do is a sword fight is always really fun. So if I can throw a sword fight in something, that's always fun. But then I do enjoy some hand-to-hand sometimes.
So while it may look like an actor just got slapped in the face, in reality, they haven't been hit at all. The best way to safely execute a fight is to have trained professionals teaching and guiding you. Normally, you will have a teacher and a fight captain.
Fight captain is someone who is responsible for the choreography and safety of the actors' pretend fighting on stage. I help choreograph and make sure people are doing their moves and everything correctly. Safety is important because we don't want people to get hurt, and that involves not hitting people but making it look like you're trying to hit them, and making sure everyone knows what's going on so that they don't get hurt. I've been fencing for about 9 years. I have experience doing Olympic fencing, but also with historic weaponry.
So while fighting can be fun and look cool, it is also serious and can be dangerous. This has been Claire Biddix reporting for the Irish Media Network.
Thank you, Claire. Now on to local news. Rosie Robinson, a local teenager from East Knoxville who displayed kindness to everyone around her, showed strong resilience and trust in the face of adversity. She had been battling cancer for years, but still remained positive and hopeful. Rosie went to St. Cecilia Academy in Nashville, where she was named St. Cecilia Girl, which is the school's highest honor. She graduated there in 2020, only a year before her untimely death. After 10 months of chemotherapy, Rosie was declared cancer-free, although doctors had warned that her type of cancer could return. And in May of that year, it did. A statue of St. Therese Lisieux was blessed and dedicated to Rosie Robinson, where hundreds of her classmates and other students gathered in her memory. On Saturday, October 23rd of 2021, Rosie passed away surrounded by her friends and family. A member of her family said, "After all of this time of your faithful prayers to our girl, we hope you find comfort knowing you now have another prayer warrior for you up in heaven." That same year, on October 27, a mass funeral was held to honor the life of Rosie Robinson. Rosie's strength in her fight against cancer has inspired many in the St. Cecilia community. The same spirit of resilience and creativity can also be found in the work of a local teacher, one who takes an unconventional approach to teaching about waste and renewal. Over to you, Mark.
Thank you, Mikey. KCHS religion teacher and baseball coach Mr. Souter is always seen giving away food to his students in his freshman religion classes, but some students and teachers skepticize where this food comes from. It's a well-known fact that Mr. Souter goes dumpster diving. Students from last year have even claimed to have seen Mr. Souter in the dumpster after school on occasion. Some students and teachers believe that he may be serving his dumpster food finds to his classes. This leads to some students opting out of a free treat. These snacks include donuts, popcorn, chips, and many others. Mr. Souter wants to cut down on landfills being filled with things that can be reused like metals, paper, and plastics. He has often asked for recyclables at the end of class to bring to a recycling center. Also, Mr. Souter could have been looking for his junk metal for scrapping, not food. He has been quoted saying, "Scrapping is a bad habit, but it's fun." So whether you're a strong believer he gets your food from the trash, or if you think it's just a myth, we here at the Irish Media Network know that Mr. Souter is an environmentally conscious and generous teacher.
Well, that's a positive turnout to this broadcast, Mark.
Are you going to see any of those Conjuring movies, Mikey?
No, Mark, I don't think I will.
I don't think I'm brave enough either, Mikey.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Be sure to follow our socials, and as always, go Irish!